price of cryptocurrency XRP yesterday briefly spiked almost 13% after filing for a BlackRock fund based on the cryptocurrency showed up on the official Delaware website that registers investment trusts incorporated in that state. The only problem, BlackRock never submitted the filing. A BlackRock spokesperson confirmed that the filing for an iShares XRP trust was false.
Introducing XRP into those flows will take time, but as I said, every marathon starts with a single step. When I zoom out and look at where Ripple sits in the blockchain and crypto ecosystem, we are incredibly fortunate to be the only company with real customers solving real problems. That is at the early stages of that marathon, but there's no doubt that as we look at the race that has started, we're the only ones that have crossed that starting line.
I think many people are starting to understand better that XRP is an open source digital asset that anyone can participate in that ecosystem. The code is not controlled by Ripple. The validator network is not controlled by Ripple. We're clearly an interested party in that. We own a lot of XRP, and we think XRP is extremely efficient for many use cases. Not all use cases. We definitely are not maximalists in that we think that there's a place for Bitcoin, there's a place for a lot of other tokens and different use cases. But Ripple at its core is an enterprise infrastructure company focused on blockchain. There were a lot of people who I think just didn't understand that Ripple is not XRP and XRP is not Ripple. And that's partly because exchanges would list XRP as Ripple. And people say, oh, I bought some Ripple.
There has been a spike in the amount of speculation on the settlement of between Ripple and SEC. If the penalty had been lower than $20 million, 99.9% of Ripple would have been successful in appealing it. During these most recent sessions, the industry is awaiting information about the schedule's development and briefing from the Securities and Exchange Commission. Ripple is also expected to provide this information. To be more specific, the two sides have until November ending to present a comprehensive and detailed proposal that has been suggested by the court, a schedule for the briefing that is consistent with the judge's judgment from October 24. In the event that the parties are unable to reach an agreement on a briefing timetable, the judiciary will do so on their behalf. The primary objective in this scenario is to collect reimbursement for the unpaid expenses that were incurred as a direct result of the parties' inability to reach a settlement about a portion of the items that are included on the agenda for the briefing. Due to the fact that both sides continue to debate over the agenda for the briefing, it would appear that neither side is even close to reaching an agreement on how to transform ambiguity into a potential solution settlement. In the days leading up to the November ending deadline, the level of uncertainty may make it difficult for customers to satisfy their desire for XRP. The court has taken a look at the correspondence that was sent. After all of the essential steps have been completed by the parties, the defendants have the opportunity to state their dissatisfaction with the decision. A formal jury trial is scheduled to take place on April 29, 2024, marking the conclusion of the Ripple XRP lawsuit. Although this should be coming to a close as we should be reaching our full potential, obviously this is not the end of the story. It looks that the action being taken by the Securities and Exchange Commission against Ripple will soon be over. In the event that a settlement is not reached, despite the fact that one is expected to be made in a few days, the value of all of this information will decrease and it will become invalid. This is without a doubt the most likely scenario that might play out by the end of 2024 in order to gain a greater comprehension of the possibilities associated with Ripple becoming the second most well-known cryptocurrency after Ethereum. However, we must also take into consideration the specific use cases that set XRP apart from the products that it competes with. The primary function of Ethereum is that of a platform. The primary purpose of XRP for smart contracts is to simplify the steps involved in establishing international payments and concluding transactions for enterprises. This area of specialization has a significant potential to be of tremendous use to people all across the world. In the year 2024, the most common way to use XRP will be to apply for it through the process of conducting international financial transactions. XRP utilizes blockchain technology, which offers a helpful alternative to the conventional method of sending money over international borders. This makes the use of XRP both more profitable and efficient for financial institutions such as banks and other lending companies. The conventional approach is one that is unnecessarily and excruciatingly slow, expensive, and frequently hampered by businesses such as Nullman. Using the technology behind blockchain agreements may be finalized in a matter of seconds for a small fraction of the cost of what it would normally take. Given the continued expansion and need for simple and rapid international finance transactions, it is possible that more individuals may use XRP in 2024. XRP has shown remarkable initiative in engaging with regulatory agencies in the financial industry to ensure that it complies with all applicable regulations. This is in response to a request made by international regulators for more regulatory oversight and transparency in the digital currency economy. It is possible that this strategy will be more fruitful for XRP than the strategies employed by other cryptocurrencies. In the end, it could end up being a significant factor in the cryptocurrency market, where XRP's adherence to regulatory compliance could act as a driving force. Because of the development of virtual money, Ripple has formed strategic alliances with a number of the world's most important banks and financial institutions in order to reinforce its position as a dependable choice for businesses who want to process payments rapidly across international borders. Because of these agreements, XRP can now communicate with the many financial institutions that are currently in operation. Is there a possibility that the aforementioned agreements will lay a solid foundation for the growth of XRP in the Ripple network in the year 2024? This network of financial institutions that uses Ripple now has approximately 350 clients, and it is still expanding. Users can access the XRP technology, which can be used to expedite transactions in international finance from any location in the world by using the network. This technology was developed expressly for this purpose. By the year 2024, there is a possibility that a greater number of institutions will have adopted RippleNet, which may result in an increase in the amount of interest in XRP as a bridge currency. Ripple has extensive experience in the digital payment space, which puts it in a great position to facilitate transactions between central banks, digital cash. However, by the year 2024, the relevance of XRP and its weight may have significantly shifted due to the fact that an increasing number of government successes with their CBDC can be related to the underlying technology. The ledger that stores all XRP transactions is called the XRP source. It is quite well known for how easily it can be scaled up. Because of these properties, not only is it efficient in terms of its use of energy, but it can also be put to a variety of uses, including being employed in international trade. During the course of this year, XRP has displayed quite spectacular price activity. The value of the digital currency has increased by as much as 78.99% since the beginning of the year, despite the fact that it has currently dropped by 0.92% to $0.06,111. It is important to note that Changelly's XRP price estimate of $10 suggests a 1,700% spike from the current price level, which is an ambitious feat for the coin. In addition, in order for the $26 forecast for 2032 to be realized, XRP's value will have to increase by 4,154.6% between the present and then. The price of XRP has a long and illustrious history of wild swings, as we saw in July when Judge Analisa Torres ruled that the programmatic sales of XRP on exchanges do not meet the criteria for being considered securities offers. XRP continues to have an extensive price history. As a result of this ruling, the price of XRP skyrocketed to $0.82, an increase of 70%, because it established a precedent that made a lot of investors in the business very happy at the time. Despite the fact that prices have decreased, the ramifications of the verdict have far-reaching implications, which has increased the adoption of XRP by retail investors as well as by institutional players. In addition, it's important to note that despite the increase that was seen this year, the price of XRP was not able to surpass the threshold of $1. This indicates that a significant amount of work will be required in order to realize the Changelly prediction.